What's going on, everyone? It's Black Saber here, and this is technically my first NTE video. Um, I've been making some on the side, so I'm definitely gonna have some more up on the channel. But today, I wanted to do a quick and easy, this little fast-paced video of should you try out NTE or not, right? So I'm not going to yap off your ear or anything like that. I'm just gonna be sweet and simple with it. Absolutely, right? And the reason I say that is because if you're a gotcha enjoyer like myself, right? I enjoy games like HSR, Wuthering Waves, Arknights, and Zone Zero, Dragon Ball Dokkan Battle, Legends, etc., etc. I think you should try out the game, especially if you like games that have, some substance to it in the sense of like outside of just mainly, doing the story and then just grinding your characters. You have other options of things you can do in the game. So in this version of the game, you have the City Tycoon. Now, in the City Tycoon, you have a plethora of options. Now, I will say, if you know about NTE, right? Regardless if you're playing it now or if you're watching this video, you haven't played it. And if you see a trailer for it, or like, you're on like Twitter and whatnot, you might have heard the term like it being like anime GTA or like related to GTA. Now, the reason why it's related to GTA in certain aspects is mainly because of this, in the sense of like you can own, businesses. So the cafes, for example, you can own a bunch of different locations and get paid off of it. Now, I don't. It's a hunch I have. I'm pretty sure that they're going to add other establishments you can own, and there's a reason for why I believe that, and I'll explain it in a few. But you also have, the garage, where you can own different cars, buy different cars, and everything like that. There's definitely going to be more cars added on along the way, and yes, you can actually drive a wheelchair, but you have to do the pink um, pause heist in order to get that, and I'll explain that like right here actually. So you have the hobbies where in this screen, basically everything that pops up here is just something you could do, make some money. Yeah, taxi drivers, obviously, you have city delivery races, the owner section, which I was just talking about. Then you have the pink pause heist. Now this is like literally the easiest way to explain it is you're stealing money. Like you get. I might be wrong, but if I remember correctly, 10 minutes, 11. It's either 10 or 11. I apologize, I don't remember of how long you get to just get as much money as you can possibly, and that's the whole like point of it. Now you're capped out at 1 million. Once you hit that 1 million mark, you have to wait till it resets to steal some more. But um, you can play it, steal up some money, and then you can get coins, and then you can use those specific paw coins to buy other stuff. Like you could buy a livery for some cards, you could buy a character skin, and then that's where you buy that wheelchair actually. Now back to my other point. The reason why I say like definitely over time they're gonna let you own more establishments is because on this game there's, there's just a lot of bunch of different random stuff, right? So here you have a whole laundromat, right? And then you have other stores like candy stores and electronic stores. Like they have a bunch of stores on this map that aren't like, I mean, you walk in and you can't do nothing. Like, I walk into the laundromat, I can't wash my clothes. But I like, yes, they probably honestly are just placeholders just to liven up the vibe to the game, which I appreciate a lot because most open world games struggle with that. Like, it'll be a game that's like, oh, it's all open world, everything, but it's just so bland and like there's just so much like just nothingness to majority of it. So on this game, I really enjoyed that, especially because like you're in the city, and so like having random stuff of like a laundromat you can just walk into is pretty nice. But my hunch is that I think they're gonna let us own some of these just random places on the map because like how random they are. Uh, like even here, like you have a whole clothing store. You can't even buy clothes. Like you walk in and there's nothing you can't buy like any of the clothes or anything like that. Now, even right now, and another reason why is that you have apartments. Now we go back to City Tycoon and we go to property. Now I don't know because it's not something that has been like mentioned or anything like that. Because the last one you can buy is the villa. Right now, I'm missing two. I don't have the golden capital, and I don't have the villa yet. These are the other ones you can get. Because technically, yeah, the cheapest one is that one. Everything else you're paying 1 million and above for. And actually, that's a great time to even show it. Now, for your apartments, you have options, right? Of how you want to customize it. So, and they have furniture stores where you can go into and buy furniture. And you actually get, because even here, I could show, you get rewarded for collecting furniture. So, like, my goal is to buy all of them, obviously. I haven't done yet. I'm still, yeah, probably like good, yeah. Yeah, see, this isn't like all the furniture that like you can have. Yeah, as you can see, it's quite a lot. But as I just showed right there, you get rewarded for collecting furniture, which is pretty cool because like it just like basically rewards you for going out and spending money. Now, having different apartments, you have the ability to because on there on the bottom it says invite to move in. You can invite characters to move in like to your apartments. Now, obviously, you can only do it depending on their bond level. Um, but like, I mean, they don't offer nothing. They just kind of like move in and then they're just there. Now we come here. Now this is obviously the screen where you can customize. If you want to put a chair wherever, beds, tables, cabinets, so on and so forth. Now in this apartment, I don't. I'm gonna be honest. I think the only thing I added really was just. Hmm, yeah, no, I haven't even fully customized this place yet. But you have a plethora of options of like, you could put things here. There's wall decor, like you want to put a couch somewhere. And this place has a pool, so you could chill out here. You could put something out there if you wanted to. Then, speaking of him, we're going to go to here. All right, this is the anomaly furniture. So every apartment, like a vast majority of them, will have like usually the same ones, but you lock more um, as you go up. Now these just offer quality of life improvements like to the game. So you have the butler, for example. He gives you quick completion. So essentially, like on Zenless Zone Zero, how you can use batteries to do a quick complete on like whatever event you want to do. This is just the same thing, but just you can do it in style, and you have like a whole butler for it. Then you have the Weaver's Knot. This is how you upgrade like your stamina. Right now, mine is at 350. I can get it to 360 if I have enough to upgrade it. Here you have reduced vehicle durability launched during races. You have a mailbox who I can actually upgrade. Um, then yeah, the fluff. Then you have free vehicle repair services. Now this one you can only get if you have Hawthorne, the character. I don't have her yet, so I don't have this because like you physically can't get it unless like you have her. Now this is a really good thing to have because if you feed the hamster, you get modules of different rarities, which I'm gonna go over what modules are in a few. And then you have the wanted level, right? Another reason why this game gets compared to GTA is because you do have a wanted level. Now, once you get it filled out, right, you do have to fight a boss. Now, the boss is level 99. Nowhere near close because the max you can get your characters right now is level 70. And practically he is like I am going to try to my best to beat him. I think I can, but essentially, like if you get touched once, like you lose, mainly because like he one shots all your characters, and it's the funniest thing. And you can go to jail. Um, when you go to jail, you have two options. You can either like pay your fine, um, or you can escape, but you have to do a bunch of things like in order to even like accomplish that. And I'm pretty sure there's a trophy for it too. Now we're gonna cover characters real quick. Now, in terms of like combat and everything like that, right? Since like for the sake of this video, since I'm doing like just a quick fast little video for it, I am just gonna flat out say I think how the game is designed, I don't think meta is going to be irrelevant, right? And the reason why I say that, I think it's going to be one of those games where it's simply like, as long as you're good, like if you have the skills like to beat whatever it is you're fighting and your character's built good enough, then like you're good to go. And the reason why I say that, right, is because yeah, I'm glad these two are at the top because actually I can show this better. So obviously, this is the awakened screen. If you play gotcha games, this is normal. You know, so in every game, you get a copy, you feed them in, and then you come like new skills or anything like that. So for Daffodil, I don't have anything for her. I don't. I don't know why I've been struggling to pull her for some odd reason. The only reason I even have her is because I use that free pick a free S rank thing that they gave out recently. But here, the reason why like I say that is because this game is by far the most free to play friendly game like right now at the moment. Now, obviously, if you're playing something like HSR, right, on this screen, you know, it'd be like, hey, if you get this character to E1 or like E2, you can lock this and that. Now on here, if I had a copy of Daffodil, right, I can pick any one of these awakening effects and use them. Now, obviously, you know, if you have the character maxed out, the whole process of this is irrelevant because, like, if you have them maxed out, you can have all of them. But it gives that sense of like, there's no need of feeling bad not having the character maxed out due to the fact that regardless if I have, you know, one copy, two copies, or three, because we can go to security. I only have one copy of security, you know, just right now. Now I have wishful reliance on her because, for one, I mean, security, like, I mean, as much as I love Hano, like Sakiri definitely is a better damage buff character. Because right now I have this, which is increases team attack, excluding Sakiri, by 30% of Sakiri's base attack for 20 seconds after casting Feast of Gluttony. Now, Feast of Gluttony is her ult, by the way. But I can remove this, and I have any option to pick any one of these effects, depending on like how I want, you know, my gameplay to go. Now, I'm not saying like which one to pick. That's just the one I have. Now, like I said, obviously, if you have all six, you know, that's a good thing because you have all the abilities unlocked. But we can go to Feast of Gluttony, and also this is the ability screen, and then every character has life skills. So um, like the businesses I was just talking about, you can hire all those characters for like whichever establishment you want. Now, Sakiri, she increases dish prices by an additional 12% funds. Now, essentially, everyone has different skills. Some characters, you know, help you a lot. Level three, uh, Kiromaru, he can drive away Danzaboru, but I mean, the owner selection I hardly ever do. So like, I mean, I'm not really in a rush to get that one. But essentially, with her ult, prevents suppressed enemies from moving for a period of time, increases team attack, excluding security, based on security's base attack. And so essentially, I just have security just to like, you know, I even have Speedy Hedgehog, increases all allies' attack by 15% for 20 seconds after the wearer casts her ultimate. And then you have her art, which increases charge efficiency by 18%, increases team attack by 10% for 20 seconds after the wearer casts an ultimate, increases team attack by an additional 6% if enemies are controlled by the ultimate. So, needless to say, I just have her just set up right now, just like give a lot of buzz at the moment. Um, I I don't know because right now the only in-game content we have is the train station. But for me personally, it's not really necessarily hard. My thing is just like I only have my characters at level 50 right now, so like it's only hard in the sense of like it's taking me a while like to kill some of them because like they're higher levels than my characters. But outside of that, not necessarily too challenging. Then arcs are character sigs. Now playing the game like literally just playing the game. Most of these characters you can get their sigs for free by beating a boss. Now if you want more dupes of that, you do have to you know get it by either summoning it or you could buy it in the mall. And I'm gonna show because like when I say mall, I'm not talking about like an actual mall you have to go to. That's just what the store's called here. You have the cartridges which are just like you know either relics, you know, disc, like whatever version of like game that you're normally used to. That's just what this is. And um, yeah, like I said, with Esper abilities, this is and honestly, like what I like about the life skills, because like I said, every character has like different life skills and everything like that. Um, they're honestly very helpful. Like some of them, like that's going to increase the traffic by 18%. So she's getting me more traffic, aka more customers, and some will even have like random ones, like G1 for example, reduces vehicle durability loss when damaged by 3%. And so hers is more like the racing aspect of it, which I think is pretty cool. Now, since I'm already on this screen, we can go to rewind. You have easy, normal, hard. This is where you get, your cartridges and everything like that. And then you have the customized one where you can pick whichever set you want. Now, depending on how many you pick, it is going to cost you more. Just a fair warning by that. Now, since we're already on the arcs, I can go ahead and bring the best part of the game up. The gacha system in this game by far best like right now at the moment. I don't think anyone like could argue with that. Mainly because one, there's no 50-50. I'm pretty sure we can all agree that 50-50 is like the devil when it comes to gacha games. Because I tell people all the time, 50-50 doesn't benefit no one but the devs because the whole purpose of it is like to make you mad to the point of like, you know, you want to spend a little bit of change, just like a little bit. Now, yeah, if you get a character on 50-50, great, that's good for you. But majority of the time, like most people are usually losing their 50-50 like countless times to like characters that they don't want. Now on here, it's just not a thing. And then you also have the guaranteed 90 where basically everyone could get whoever the character is. Now I didn't even hit 90 and I got not only I think I got her on my soft pity. Um and you do have two banners. Obviously you have whoever you know, the spotlight character is. And then this is where you get all the other S ranks. Now we go here. Um, Now this may look like a lot, right? We can zoom out. Now for your first time playing, you're gonna be like, "What the hell?" Now originally, when I first started playing, I just thought it was just filler screen, right? Meaning that there's a lot of stuff going on, but none of it actually like really means so much. It's just gonna be like the same experience of like summoning until like the more I summon, like the more I know. I'm like, damn, I'm getting like a lot of random stuff. And it's because if you go to board details, like I mean, honestly, it's just like think of it as Monopoly, and you have a whole tile guide, and it tells you like, you get this and that on this tile, right? Now you can get um like a vehicle library. I wasn't lucky enough to get one yet. Uh, but essentially, it breaks down like everything you can get like on all these tiles, and then we zoom in. Now, on the left, it says trigger boards modification after roll 70. So basically, you can trigger board modifications. And also, I wanted to say that you do have a chance of getting dice whenever you're summoning. So, like, dice is the currency you use to do summons on this game. Because, like, over here, you can literally get five if you're lucky enough. Five is half of what you need to do a 10 pull. So, essentially, if you're lucky enough, right, you can easily summon and make what you like. You can easily get a 10 pull out of summoning. Technically, I only was able to achieve it once because I got lucky enough that I got five dice, and then I got this one dice over here, and I did some more summons, and then I was able to hit it again. So I actually was able to do a free 10 pull and one free single by just summoning, which I thought was cool. And then you can also get other things on here as well. You can even get some of the currency to use like in the shop. But yeah, because right now I'm on I'm on 60, right? So technically I could do a 10 pull right now and trigger it, but yeah, nah, because I don't really necessarily want anyone else at the moment. But speaking of like while we're on here, we're gonna go to the fair shot. Obviously, typical gacha game. Every game has this. Now, I will say like because for here, like I was just saying, for the loss exchange and the warp exchange, if you can get these on the board, right? So like right now I have 200 of these. I have gotten like a good amount of them like on the board. Like if there's something you can just get these randomly like on the tile, so technically you can get some for free. Then and also this is the mall. By like I was saying, I wasn't talking about like the actual mall. You can come here. You can buy skins for characters. Either you can use like real money, 3 million. Like yes, obviously it is a lot, but as time goes on, you should easily be able to achieve it. They have vehicle skins for the different vehicles, but over time they're definitely going to add more vehicles, aka also more vehicle skins. And then you have glider options. The art shop is where you come to do SIGs. Like I was saying before, like most of these, like all these at the bottom, like these are where you get your copies at. The reason why I say these are where you get your copies at is because like by playing the game, you get all of these for free. Like literally all of these you get by originally by like beating a boss, and then now once you beat the boss, you don't get them like every time you fight it. You only get one. Now, like I said, so you come here to get if you want more copies for it, and then the same thing with these. Like all of these you literally get by playing the game. Now, if you're a fan of JoJo, obviously you know what this is referencing. Now, some of these, like the aura you get by fighting the boxer. Now, I believe because if I remember correctly, there's about like four of them. I think you can fight. It's either four or three. So realistically, like you can like fully max that one out just by playing the game. And so essentially, like the arcs, they're kind of I don't know, like going forward. Like I really like how they handle it, but also like because I don't know, like I said, because you can get all these for free, and so I don't know in the future as more characters drop, um, if like they're kind of just gonna, I don't know, like just keep it this way. Because if they do keep it this way, honestly, it literally just like guarantees that everyone can get like whatever sig like to at least like three or four, even like yeah, honestly maxed out depending on how long you play. Yeah, the Hunter Exchange. Depending on your Tycoon level, you can only buy up to certain things. So right now, I'm only Tycoon level 19, and it's going to be a while before I can hit 30. Then you have the Mode Shop. These you get by fighting high level commissions, and these is by playing the train station, which is the end game content of this game so far. Now, one thing I can say, like while you're playing the game, there isn't like necessarily much to do like once you beat the story in the sense of like because you have the end game content which is beyond the rails, and you also get rewarded. You can get Hano for free, excuse me, by doing these. Yeah, because I already had her before I got this anyway, so this was just like a free copy for me. You also have character development missions that you can get, so like, you literally get rewarded free modules and coins, and then you have the Beyond the Rails, which you get rewarded, and then um, if you clear stage 10, you get Hana for free. Now it's not really hard, like as I was saying before. It's just more of like you're fighting higher level enemies, and so like if your characters aren't necessarily like built to a good little bit, it's gonna take you a while. And then like obviously you're also timed too, so you gotta remember that. And then you have the tiger perks. This is Nanali's version, obviously. Uh, Hattori's hers was shown, but practically every banner is going to have this, where you hit a certain amount of margin of like summonings and you get rewards. So I have the glider. I'm only at 95. I'm not worried about getting like the skin as much as I want it. I'm not going to do it because like to be honest, like it's not going to affect me or like change my gameplay as much. So I'm not too keen on like wanting to get it. Then obviously, as I was saying, you have Beyond the Rails, which is the end game mode for it, which in my personal opinion is pretty fun. But you also have to take into consideration that the game, like I said, is still fairly new, so there's not at the moment like much to do. So majority of the time, like everything, your main focus is gonna be directed towards like getting fawns, aka like money in this game, so you can like achieve a lot. And also, as I was saying before, the whole like you can fight characters to move in. It depends on your bond level. Like obviously, you can't just do it willy nilly. Now, for some reason, I don't know why. For some characters, like they don't have the full functions like yet in this quote unquote current version, because only some of them like fully have it. And the funniest one is the funniest one is Aurelia, because like for some reason you can only get her bond level to two. Like I don't know why they did that. And depending on bond level two, you can also invite characters to your ride. So like oh, I'm not mean to do that actually. So if I could drive a car right now, then Gion would be in the car with me, or like if I wanted Edgar to be in the car or Skia, like whoever. As long as like you hit that bond level, you can invite anyone to your car. And this is my apartment. I don't have much in it. I haven't customized it like as much or like at all, to be honest. And another thing I wanted to show before I end the video is you do have a multiplayer option, right? You can obviously add friends. I'll even add my UID in the description below the video. Now, I am excited because how this game already is kind of like structured, and like how it's kind of like going so far. There's definitely is going to be like a lot of co-op opportunities because you can even do races co-op, and there actually is. I wanted to show before there you have anomaly commissions where you just go around, do commissions and everything like that. Now you have the high risk commissions. Some of these you can't do unless you do like you unlock it with a common commission. By the way, now where is it? I believe I passed it because there's one in particular where you can actually do multiplayer, and it's actually like a horror experience because like there's an enemy that you have to avoid, and the reason why I say avoid because you can't like kill it. Like you can attack it, but you're not going to do anything to it. So you have to hide and everything like that. And so like they definitely do have like interesting uses of multiplayer like on this game, which I think is pretty cool. And so like as the game go on and like the more they polish like the whole co-op side of things, I think it'll be actually unique and very fun to have, rather than how some games they'll have co-op, but like I mean it's kind of just there because realistically there's not much you can do anyways. Like Zelda Zone Zero, for example, I love that game to death at times, but the whole like yeah, I don't know why there's a friends list, to be honest. Like there's really no point. Like sure you had the whole instance where you was able to do co-op, sure, but like they got rid of it, so I don't understand the point of that. But in this game they actually make it to where co-op is actually fun and useful. And as I yeah, the stamina here, then you also have the city stamina. City stamina you use to do any of the hobbies or anything in the city. So if we go to City Tycoon and we go to the hobbies, because you have city delivery, you have taxis and everything like that. You have fishing. If you want to do city deliveries, you can also make some pretty good money like off of doing. But in order for you to like do these, they are going to take up city stamina, and then obviously you do have items you can use to replenish your stamina. Now for your character pixels, be cautious because like you don't really get these as much. Like they don't hand them out as candy, so like do be wary of that. If you're just kind of like blowing through them. Um, but yeah, I'd say overall, definitely give the game a shot. Definitely give the game a try. I know the whole beef with the whole AI thing, whatever. But I'm be honest, like give it a few months and like it's gonna get blown over. Mainly because like it's not that big of a deal in the sense of like everyone uses it nowadays anyway. Like regardless whether they mention it or not, and they could easily remove it. It would be different if the whole game was made simply by AI, which, fun fact, you can actually go into the PlayStation Store and buy an AI game, meaning that there's no devs, no one made it. It was literally AI made and coded by AI, um, right in the PlayStation Store. So you can literally go do that. So if you want to play this game, but like you're eerie about the whole AI thing, I promise you, it's not that big of a deal. And then it's also one we're in a day and age where it's like everyone's just like, oh, it's just AI, is that AI, AI this, AI that. So look, just play the game. If you like it, good. If you don't like it, then that's also good. But at the same time, like don't be eerie of the fact of like, yeah, this game has controversy, even though it really doesn't. It's just people banking off of like, being negative and they're trying to, get views off and everything like that. But I am Black Saber. I hope this video was educational to some. Hopefully you enjoyed it. leave a like and leave a comment down below if you are playing NTE. What's your favorite part about it? And if you're excited to try it, let me know like what's something that you're really excited about wanting to try. But I hope everyone has a great rest of their day.
What?